Hello everyone. Today we will see third part of mathematical logic. This third part of mathematical logic, it includes quantifiers, quantifier statements and its truth value. And next one is dual. Let us see these three sub-articles here. First one is quantifiers. This quantifier word, it includes these letters QUANTI. It means quantity. This quantity came from word quantity. And we know that in usual language, we express this quantity in terms of the words some, a few, all, or every, or a lot. These are the words which we use to express the quantity. Out of these quantifiers, we will use mathematical quantifiers as only sum and all. So this sum and all are our mathematical quantifiers. This sum means it is denoted by a symbol backward E. Backward E is used to represent some elements of a collection. And this quantifier all, it is denoted by letter inverted A. This symbol backward E came from word exist. So this inverted E, backward E is used to represent exist or some elements, and this inverted A is used to represent all. Let us see some examples of these quantifiers or the quantifier statements which are represented by using these quantifiers sum and all. Let us see one example. Some natural numbers are even. Obviously here in this statement is called as quantified statement, because quantified statement is nothing but a statement which is formed using word or which is formed using quantifiers. So this sum quantifier is used here. So this statement is said to be quantified statement. Now in this statement, some natural numbers are even numbers. Means this statement, in this statement, the collection is of natural numbers. It's an actual collection of natural numbers. And what condition given here? Condition some are, this sum are even natural numbers. So to represent the condition given in statement, this quantifier is used, that is sum. So this is the condition and this is the collection, means set of natural numbers. Let us see another example. All complete square numbers are positive. all complete square numbers are positive. So here in this example, the collection is of positive numbers. Positive, let us say real numbers. Positive real numbers. And the condition is given is that all complete square numbers are positive. So in this example, quantifier all is used and the collection is of all positive real number. So not positive, only real numbers. So this condition, and in this collection of real numbers, condition is all complete square numbers are positive. If that number is not complete square, then it may be negative or positive. But if it's a complete square number, then it is always positive. So these are the examples related to quantified statements. Let us see some more examples of quantified statements. Example number 3. There exists x belongs to A such that x plus 8 is less or equal to 14, where A is a set of numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Then if we add here 2 in this 8, then 8 plus 2 is 10, which is less than 14. If we take the value of x as 4, then 8 plus 4 is 12, which is less than 14. If you take 6, then 8 plus 6 is equal to 14, which is equal to 14. So there are these three numbers, 2, 4 and 6. If you take 8 here, then 8 plus 8 is 16, which is not less than or equal to 14. So only these three numbers satisfy this condition. So these three numbers exist in this set A, which satisfy this condition. So such statement, it is again quantified, and this quantifier is known as existential quantifier. So this is existential quantifier, and the statement is said to be quantified statement. Let us see one more example. Example number 4. For all x belongs to A, x plus 10, it is less than or equal to 30. We can check whether this condition is satisfied by this statement or not. If you put value of 2, then 10 plus 2 is 12, obviously less than 30. Let us take the maximum number, that is 14. 14 plus 10, that is 24, which is also less than or equal to 30. So each number in this set satisfies this condition. Therefore, it is true for all x. Understood? So if this condition gets satisfied by each and every x, then this all is correct. So this statement is called as universal this quantifier is said to be universal quantifier, and this is a quantified statement in which universal quantifier is used. So existential quantifier, that is this reversed E, and universal quantifier, it is noted by inverted E. These are two quantifiers, and the statements which contain either existential quantifier or universal quantifier is called as quantified statement. Let us see the information about its truth value of quantified statement. Let us see the same example here. Obviously, each there exists some x which satisfy this condition. Therefore, this statement is true. So its truth value is t. But if you write here instead of this, if you take 10, then there is this 2. 8 plus 2 is 10 is less than or equal to t. So there exists this. So it will again become true. If you take here instead of this, if you take only 8, x plus 8 is less than or equal to 8, then if you put value of 2, then also it becomes 10, 10 which is not less than or equal to. So this, there is no any x which satisfies this condition. Therefore, then and only then this equation becomes false. But it's a quantified statement because it includes existential quantifier. But its truth value is false because there is no any x in this set A which satisfy this condition. Let us see this one. We have taken the same set A for this, but instead of this, if you write here, suppose 20. For all x belongs to A, x plus 10 is less than or equal to 20. Then if you put value of x equal to 14, then 14 plus 10 is 24. So 24 is not less than or equal to 20. So this x equal to 14 does not satisfy this condition. So it is not true for all x. It is true for these up to 10. These are true, but for 12 and 14, this condition is not true. So this statement is not true for all x. It is true for some x. So whenever this symbol all is given, the statement is false. But instead of all, if here again this existential symbol is given, then it will become true. So the truth value of statement depends on these quantifiers. Quantifiers declares the truth value of quantified statement. Okay. Let us see the next part, that is dual. If the statement patterns contain simple statements like P, Q, R, etc., or statement patterns such as tautology or contradiction. This tautology is denoted by letter small t and contradiction is denoted by letter small c. If it contains, if statement patterns contain simple statements like PQR, etc., or statement patterns such as tautology or contradiction, and logical connectives and or and negation, then any one of them is said to be dual of other if it can be obtained by interchanging conjunction with disjunction. If conjunction is given, then we will write disjunction. If disjunction is given, we will then change it with conjunction. And tautology with contradiction. If tautology is given, then we will write contradiction, and if contradiction is given, we will write it with tautology. If we make such changes, then that one statement pattern, if get converted into another statement pattern, then those two statement patterns are said to be duals of each other. For example, let us take one statement pattern A, which is P and Q. It's very simple. Then its dual of A, it will be P or Q. Let us see another simple example. Statement B is P and Q and R. Suppose three statements are given and these two connectives are given. Then dual of B is P or Q or R. It's very simple. Let us see more examples of this dual. Here statement pattern and dual. Suppose P and Q or R and S or T. Here whenever these P, Q, R, S, these are simple statements, but this T is given, so it's a tautology. Sometimes this, instead of small t, they give capital T. Then we can easily identify that it's a tautology. But even though that capital letter is not given and small letter is given T, still we will consider it as tautology, not as a simple statement. So this is one statement pattern, and we have to write the dual of this statement. So for this, what to do? Only we have to change these connectives, not the letters, simple statements, but we have to change tautology or contradiction. So this P remains as it is. Instead of this and, in case of dual, we have to write it as or disjunction. Again, here Q and R, instead of this and, we will write or. This S as it is, instead of this or again, and instead of this capital T, we will write capital and then F. F is also contradiction. But if sometimes small t is given, you have to write here small c. That is the contradiction. Is it okay? Let us see one more example. That is P and negation Q or P and R. The dual of this, it will be P or negation Q, because there is no need to change negation. Dual, it does not include the opposite. So negation Q remains as it is with bracket. Instead of or, we get and this P and R, it becomes P or R. Let us see one more. P or Q or R and negation P or negation Q or negation R. Then in the dual of this statement pattern, we have to change these conjunctions and disjunctions. So here we get P and Q and R. Is it okay? Then instead of this and, we get or. Negation P remains as it is, and negation Q and negation R. So dual of statement, it's very easy to write. Only interchange and by or, and or by and if there is any T, then make it C or change it with C. Suppose here T is given, then what can we do? We have to change this T by here C only. So we get dual of the statement. Okay. So up to this we have studied quantifiers. Let us revise once again. There are two types of quantifiers. One is existential quantifier and another is universal quantifier. Existential quantifier means in quantifier statement the word some is used, and in case of universal quantifier statement word all is given there. So some and all are our quantifiers. They are denoted by letters existential and or all. Quantifier statement is a statement which includes either existential or universal quantifier. Then truth value of that quantified statement depends on whether every element satisfies that condition or not. Then last one is dual. If statement patterns are given, then their duals are like this. We can obtain dual by changing and with and or with and if certain T is given tautology, then make it with C change. If T is given, we have to change it with C, that is contradiction. Okay, that's all about these three subarticles.